a hazy moment through the ocean vast. The ships are closing in, mist will turn to dust. Beyond the murky cloud, the story will unfold. The dragon of the horizon, history untold. Almighty gods of war, lead us fame and glory. We shall be victorious, all will know our story. They came from frozen plains, waltzing through the storm. The shadows of the northern name will numb the foes. Beyond the distant land, the legend will be told. The dragons of the horizon, history unfold. Almighty gods of war, lead us fame and glory. We shall be victorious, all will know our story. Almighty gods of war, lead us fame and glory. We shall be victorious, all will know our story. Beneath the boundless sky, the voyage carries on. The dragons of the north, history untold.
Hello. Did it work? We'll find out in a second.
We're good.
Oh, it's really loud. Okay, we're going to fix our audio, but we should have no audio issues anymore.
Hopefully.
Fixed.
Okay, perfect.
Brendan.
Hello. How's everyone doing? How's your day? Wait, what?
Amanda. In the corner.
Can you?
Woo!
Wait. Yeah,
There we go.
Fixed.
Awesome. Amanda's just hiding in the corner. How's your day? How's your week? How have you been? It's been 2 weeks.
Yes?
It has.
Well, how was it?
I've been busy at school. School is keeping me occupied, thank God. I'd be so unoccupied without it.
I feel like you message me every day about how much you hate it.
I hate, okay, I'm in a technology course. I hate the class parts where I'm just like sitting there, but I like it in like when
Echo too quiet.
Yeah, people are saying there's an echo or it's too low.
I think
I can't hear anything.
There's no echo.
Oh, hello. Put it up a little bit.
louder.
Is this good, guys? Your echo.
There's no echo.
Everyone's saying there's an echo, Jake.
There's no echo.
Oh, there is no echo?
No.
It's good now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was no echo to begin with. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was good. So I just hate the in-class portion, but I like the lab classes. The lab is fun. Kaden, how are you?
I'm alright. I just played Planet Coaster 2 these last 2 weeks.
Such a mood.
I-
2 weeks of
I-
Coaster 2.
I've been working on my Dragonfire thing. That's about it.
About that. Okay, so the Dragonfire submissions, this time I'll create something on the Instagram story, and then whenever YouTube video I'm making that day, I'll post where to submit your Dragonfire submissions for the next podcast. I had a lot going on. So for those of you who don't know, my store is at Winterfest in the market. So I've been setting that up, getting it ready, and yeah, it's just been a lot more work than I was expecting. And then we were at IAPA. Not me personally. I sent someone on my behalf. The person who actually designs our prediction layouts went on our behalf, Dustin. Super amazing. He got an interview with RMC, which I'm really excited for you guys to see. He hasn't even told. I don't even know what's in the interview yet, but he told me to start hyping you guys up because it's juicy. On top of that, Premiere was really nice to us. We got their business card and everything to reach out for any questions. So we're going to try and get them in a video because that's going to be really cool to be able to ask some more questions when you're not restrained to like a huge line of media trying to ask questions. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, that's it. Shall we kick it right off?
Let's do it.
There's been a lot. What?
Your week.
I did. I said I was stressed. Stressed even more. I have my to be honest, to be fair, I was actually going to cancel today's podcast because I have like a permanent headache. That's how much stress I'm under. I'm reaching burnt out levels, so I'm just trying to like thing. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit at home bored if I don't do the podcast. And I didn't want to let you guys down because we're doing it every other week right now, not every week like we used to. So I decided to just do it. Because what else would I do?
Power through and do it.
Power through and then take an Advil after. But yeah, I'll be at Winterfest Saturday, Sunday with my company. So feel free to come say hi. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about. In fact, I feel like I've forgotten a lot of it. And these two enthusies will help me for anything at IAPI. IAPA. So we're going to go over Alpen Fury Trains. Alpen Striker. King Ka removal. Someone was wrong. And IAPA itself. Wonderland moving forward to extreme coasters, which will probably just be a me presentation. And then construction, which we'll talk about current construction status and what we think. And yeah, so we'll start it off with Alpen Fury Trains. Jake has me set up a lot more professional than I'm used to right now. Alpen Fury Trains. Okay, so I need a drink. So one of you. I have my
Kaden,
Starbucks.
go over the
yeah.
drink.
What do you think?
Go over the drink. Go over the.
Alpen Fury.
Alpen Fury. Honestly, I think I'm one of the few people in our group, along with Brendan, that actually likes the trains.
I like the trains.
I love the trains.
There's
a lot of people who don't.
there is
a lot.
A lot of people. But I've also noticed a lot of the people that were saying that they don't like the trains are also the people that think we don't deserve this coaster. So I'll say that. But I like the trains. Obviously, Premier, with the design of their trains, they don't have a lot to work with, especially since we took the side paneling off our trains, which is a good thing. I want to stress that. It's a very good thing we have our trains modified. If you've been on any other Premier, it's a struggle.
There's no
over the
collar.
shoulder, no comfort collars.
Because that for Tempesto when we went on, that's just like, you sit down and then you realize there's something behind you and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I got to put this on now.
It's not like counterintuitive where it's kind of just sitting above your head and you have to pull it down.
And also,
behind
there's
you.
like a little lip on the ground of other Premier trains that you trip over trying to get in and out of the trains. They took that out. So really good modifications. The only thing, the shin guard. It's like a block of concrete that digs into your shins if that restraint goes down.
Soft either.
It's not.
It's just like it's a foam block, but it's not like squishy like foam. It's more of like a concrete block.
And just the way it's angled, just the way it digs into you, makes it like painful in a way. But holding out hope.
All right, let me read this. Do you think Wonderland would remove flight deck and time warp to make room for a B&M invert coaster? And I hope they RMC Wildby soon. Woo, that's a loaded question. So I don't think flight deck is getting removed anytime soon. I do think if you just watched my video, I have a feeling due to my stress and anxiety, I worded some things in that video wrong. Because I got one really big hate comment about one of my predictions in that video. It was like an angry comment. I actually deleted it. It was so angry. And I was just like, oh my God, like I didn't suggest that. I worded it like, we'll talk about it when we get there. I do think that there is a resort coming, and I do think that Kingswood is going to get bulldozed in the next year or two. In fact, we'll start to see signs of that probably sometime soon after Alpen Fury. But again, I'll go into more detail when I start talking about Wonderland's future in this podcast. Outside of that, what just do RMC Wild Beast. So I've been a huge hater of RMC at Wonderland for the longest time. I've been saying it's
And you
not
turned
going to
around.
happen.
Just like 2 weeks ago, he's like, "Yep, we're gonna get RMC."
Yeah, I just there's something burning inside me that I'm just like Wonderland's looking for an RMC. They want an RMC at Wonderland now. So
Thank you, Jack, for the $5 donation, by the way.
yes, thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah,
The 2 slices of pizza.
do you know what my favorite thing about the Alpenfury trains are?
What?
The fact
I know
that
what
it's
he's
not
gonna
even-
say.
that it's not even open yet, and it hurt a lot of enthusiasts. it really it's cutting up enthusiasts at IAPA. It really she's a queen. That
Okay,
train.
I mean,
what
if
do
you're
we
going
up,
up,
the
if-
other color of the train is gonna be the other train.
Red.
We have a blue train.
red,
It's red.
red, orange, one of
If
those.
they go blue and silver, I'm sorry, Wonderland. If you're watching, if you want blue and silver, what were you thinking? Fire and ice? It better be blue and red. I've been hearing rumblings that it's blue and silver, but I don't believe it. I won't believe it until I see it. I think blue and red. I'm gonna email that my first question of the business card is gonna be like, what color are the trains?
Because the color is the #1 most important thing.
Should email them, ask them, what did you use on the front to make the sled that people are taking their hand, touching it, and they're getting cut?
Oh my god.
I
Someone.
do like the wood and the decal on the wood.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, I wish the wood. Inspired said it earlier in our Discord that it ran down the whole train to
Yes.
look like a sled.
Yeah.
That's my one thing that I
That's
agree.
the only thing. Other than that, I love the train.
Yeah.
Like the colors, it looks sleek.
I
like the
wish I had
floor.
an image of it to show what Inspired had suggested because it would have been gorgeous. There's like a very plain, just like thin section where there's nothing right over the wheel gap, where that same wood with the Alpenfury name in it along the side would have looked gorgeous.
One small detail about the train that I do like a lot is the wheel carriers are the same color as the track, so it looks like it's going to blend in with the track as it's gliding along.
Yeah.
And for what Premiere had to work with, they did a really good job on like the sled toboggan beam on the front.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. So I have to say, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. My Patreons have. Patreon ad. Black track.
Link in description.
The black track has arrived. It's
so
been there for a
clean.
week already. That's been like a Patreon exclusive for a week, I think now. About right? You're on my Patreon. Jake is actually on my butt all the time about making sure I post on Patreon. So, but yeah. So the black track's arrived, and after I've seen the black track, I'm like in love. I wish all the track was black.
It's so
Maybe
clean.
the second train will be red. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Is that what we said?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want orange, like fire, like yellow. If it
Oh,
was like
yeah,
two colors,
yeah.
if it's like orangey yellow, like the front of the train is orange, the back of the train is yellow, that'd be awesome. And what would the write-up say? Welcome back, yellow and orange train.
Do I want to spoil? Okay, you know what? I'll give this Patreon update to my regular channel. This was going to be a Patreon update tonight. There is more. Don't worry, Patreons. There's more coming. There's a lot that happened today. The pyrotechnic company that does our fireworks was on site today dropping off equipment, and I was in Discord and I was like, are there fireworks for Winterfest this year that I don't know about? Like, are they getting ready for some fireworks or drone show? And JD, who's been super helpful through the whole process, by the way, in Discord, brought up a good point. Wonderland's probably hired them as the pyrotechnic company to
Who said that?
Yeah,
make
the
volume higher a little notch. That's probably the pyrotechnic company that's going to be in charge of the fire effect, and that might be why they're dropping off equipment, and that makes a lot of sense. So there are some early signs that there may be, and we already know that Wonderland wants the fire effect. They've confirmed they want it, but there's some signs that they're moving forward with that. So
Which is good.
yeah, just
Ting,
thought I'd share a little bit of Patreon news.
I really hope, in terms of Alpenfury, the tunnel is just like how it is on the animation. As much as I love the inside of the mountain from being in there, and it looks great, it would not look great on a roller coaster.
They enclose it. Or
Yeah,
something.
like enclose it how it was in the thing.
Just want to say, you know how nice it's gonna be for those few seconds on the ride during a cold night on Haunt. You're gonna, if the fire is out, how warm that's gonna be for those few seconds.
And then in the hot days in the summer, you're gonna be like 45
Oh
degrees.
my
You go into that mountain, it'll be nice 30 or whatever, nice
And then
cool.
fire.
And then it'll burn going up.
Can't hear you in the middle.
My mic isn't working.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
we
should
need to go
be.
up a little bit. We're not even in the yellow. Hello. Oh, I am. You're not. You're. So
My
who's
mic is quiet. That's why. I can fix it.
Okay. I told you your mic's quiet.
That's okay. I'll just talk louder. I'm good at that. I can talk loud.
Okay, perfect. You are good at that. I can literally hear you across the park when you're at your ride. I'm like, oh, Jake's at Drop Tower. But nonetheless, what were we talking about? Alpine Fury trains. Yes. Okay, so in love. I love the color of the track. I will say I do not like the Leviathan colored supports. Oh, and guys, guess what? Alpine Fury would really benefit from a third train.
Guys, no. A third train, no.
If you want to trigger Jake, by the way, and you see him at Wonderland, just go up to him and be like, Alpine Fury should have 3 trains.
Guys, I told everyone in the last podcast why it doesn't need 3 trains. I will go over it again. I know I'm going over it.
Yeah, okay, this is going to be your block zone thing. This is going to be your version.
Leviathan, for example, if you watch the POV, is 3 minutes and 10 seconds from when the whole POV is 3 minutes and 10 seconds long. Alpine Fury's POV, the animated one, is 1 minute and 20 seconds. The whole POV. This Leviathan POV includes the lift, includes the break, includes everything. So, by the time, if you were to start the Alpine Fury POV and the Leviathan POV at the exact same time, by the time Leviathan gets to its speed hill and airtime hill is when Alpine Fury is pulling into his brakes.
Everyone's telling you to yell into your mic.
They're saying it's fixed.
Oh,
now.
okay, perfect.
Is
So
when
just keep
yeah,
talking
yeah, is
loud.
when Alpine Fury pulls into its brakes. So, that being said, it doesn't need a third train because it doesn't have enough. The ride isn't long enough. There's no big long lift hill that Alpine Fury is climbing up. It once it starts, it's going. It's like hypothetically if Leviathan were to dispatch and just teleport to the top of the lift and start dropping. Like that's how it basically would, and then you wouldn't need a third train if that was the case.
What about 4 trains?
I will give you that because the launches are like right there
Exactly,
next to each
yeah.
other. Like something like Velocicoaster, you can do that because the launches are so spread apart.
Yeah,
But Alpha
and it's longer too, 90
you got,
seconds.
Yeah, you got your little booster, and then you have, and also with Alpine, like the second half is so much longer. Velocicoaster,
Yeah.
the second half is the shorter part of the ride.
Yeah.
So-
with Velocicoaster is a 95-second ride time from the first launch to the brakes. Alpine Fury's only 43 seconds, so that's why Velocicoaster can run 4 trains and Alpine Fury can only run 2. A third train would be
Obsolete.
thank you.
So to touch on that, when we were at Alpine Fury's train reveal, one thing that the company was stressing is that they have a really high reliability. So Premier coasters are engineered so well that apparently this is going to be one of the smoothest coasters you ride.
Premier rides are really smooth. Yes.
From transition to transition, you're going to feel like nothing. It's just going to be like a seamless, like the ride is like one element, is how the guy was describing it to us. So I'm excited to see that because I remember riding Skyrocket at, I don't know what it's actually called. No, Busch
Great
Gardens.
Escape?
No,
Busch
Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Tempesto.
Tempesto.
The Skyrocket.
sauce.
Yes.
Skyrocket too.
It was smooth, and that was one of my. It felt so weird how smooth it was.
I mean, you haven't been on Icebreaker at SeaWorld, have you?
No.
So Icebreaker at SeaWorld, when I see a coaster with like really tight transitions into some things, like Icebreaker is, like I'm expecting it to be jolty and like kind of shaky, especially with those taller trains, because Premier trains are tall. So I'm expecting a little something with it into those transitions. Seamless. When you pull into the top hat, it's just actually forceful and like a good sensation.
It's like butter. And then it's like if you were to put butter on track and just slide it, there would be no bumps.
So you're telling me that we could put butter on Behemoth and it'll fix its issues?
If the wheels were made of butter,
The ride would not go.
You heard that here first, folks. If you put butter on tracks, Mindbuster could use some butter.
they would fix it. I mean, you wouldn't get far out of the station before your stick of butter runs out. But
I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Who needs maintenance when you got butter." Like,
we still gotta do everything else.
carpentry, we don't need her. We got butter. Alpine. Oh, as a fatty myself, as someone on the bigger end of the spectrum, I am a little nervous about these trains. In fact, I've already started a plan on how I'm going to lose weight over this off season. Why are you looking at me up and down? Do not look over there.
There's 2 extra large Domino's pizzas to the side.
I ordered pizza thinking you guys are going to be hungry. And you guys came with your McDonald's. You had gone out and eaten. And I'm sitting here like it was buy one, get one free on Domino's. And now I have 2 extra large pizzas with like 4 slices missing out of the box.
I ate 1 slice.
I'll have more later.
But yeah, so I am a little nervous about that. But I also want to stress that when I wrote this Tempesto, that I didn't have any issues. Although,
Getting in and out of the train, right?
why is it looking at me when it says that?
We're on the train section.
Okay, I know, but why'd you look at... That felt pointed. You had trouble getting in and out, though, right? Right, Caden?
I actually did have trouble getting in and out.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did I ride so comfortably? I was scared. If you watch the POV, which is on the channel, I was scared. So maybe I was tuning out everything.
Like, what I will say about these trains is it's... Like, the issue I had with Premier trains was the getting in and out and the shin guards. So the shin guards are still there, but it's not the worst thing.
The only thing with the shin guards, I'm not mind. They didn't hit my shin. They squished my foot.
Do your feet not touch the ground? How short are you?
On Icebreaker, my feet were touching the ground. They didn't touch my shin. They squeezed my foot down.
I hope no one saw or clips what I just tried to do. I hope no one...
is backwards.
I just tried to drink out of my mic. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, getting in and out of the trains with the little lip that I tripped
so
over
the-
every ride.
The toe plate is gone, but they added the Snoopy's Racing Railway floors. That's what Peter was saying.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I would like to point out that on the Alpine Fury trains as well, you can see like holes in the side of the seats where they would put the side paneling.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like they wanted it there. They wanted to keep their trains. But I like the modifications they made.
Yeah, just put some butter on it, Jake.
I'm literally wearing a butter
That's
color
going to be the
shirt.
new Craig Rock in a blender quote, whatever he said. I can't remember.
10 wrong.
Speaking of Craig, he's just rehearsing for an event tomorrow. That's why he's not here. We'll be going to that event after Winterfest tomorrow, so super excited. He's playing in his dad's band as tribute to his father. So, yeah. I wanted to add a cool thing that we learned about construction process, or the process of Alpine Fury that explains why my drone had so much trouble this winter. So every time I was flying my drone on certain days, documenting Alpine Fury's pre-construction, my drone would lose signal.
I would be in Discord flying the drone, and all I would hear is beep, 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 beep.
And I would get like a signal interference, and I'm like, no way Wonderland's gotten to the point where they're jamming like signals so you can't fly. No way. Well, we learned that they did drone mapping inside the mountain with the Mavic 3T. Now, when you do that, that's going to interfere with a lot of the signal around, and my drone would have interacted with that, and that explains why I was having some issues some days. So that was cool to learn, because I was like, oh, that explains why my drone was freaking out and yelling at me. Yeah. But yeah, I guess we can go on to the topic of discussion, where I was wrong. I think I was the only one, and the only person that didn't have an attachment to King Dakar. Brendan, what if your drone falls into the park? My drone doesn't fly over the park. So if my drone fell out of the sky, it's going to fall into a grass field or a pond. I've had a pretty scary experience with a bird now, and then I've had a pretty scary experience with some propellers. So yeah. But King Dakar, I'm going to let you guys take this, because clearly...
Hydraulic launch strata coasters are no longer a thing. Those coasters are in the past now.
Okay, I would just like to point out, I went to Cedar Point in 2019 once, and I rolled up to Dragster for the first ride of the day, and there's a big yellow chain that said this ride will be closed for the entire day. And I've never been to Great Adventure, so I have not gone on one.
Oh my goodness.
And this one got a rollback. I wonder why.
Not on King Dakar.
On Dragster, though.
On Dragster, yeah.
Did you just ignore what he said? He said, I wonder why.
Wait, did you look at me up and down when you said that? I know it isn't talking to me right now. You know what? I had 4 or 5 or 6 rollbacks on that thing just to rub it in. And one time I was with one of my like old best friends, and
back
we were
row.
both in the back row, and we rolled back. And I kid you not an over exaggeration. This is one of my favorite memories in the world. The ride up comes out when they're double checking to make sure you're okay with going again. He looks at me and my friend, and he looks us up and down, and he's like, And that moment sits in my memory forever now because it was literally read to filth by a dragster ride up, and I don't even blame him because we're both. He looked like a football player, and I'm just like this like circle with like a head and arms and legs. So yeah, I don't blame it. But yeah, it sucks that you didn't get to ride any of them.
And then I rolled up to Cedar Point this year, and Top Thrill 2 was closed.
Oh.
Yeah, you've yet to be on a strata coaster in general.
Do you know what Jake also hasn't done this year yet?
What?
He has not been to Tinker's Toy Factory this winter.
Oh my goodness! Guys, one time last year, I watched Tinker's Toy Factory 3 times in one day. I fell in love with it. It's a great show. Go watch it, please. If you ever go to Winterfest, it's the one thing you have to do. Yes, Tinker's Toy Factory. Anyway, these people are telling me that Tinker's Toy Factory is the best it's ever been this year. My gosh, it's so good. And then I was working until I was working, and then I finished,
He's struggling.
and Tinker's was full.
It's
He's
there
very
somewhere.
distraught.
It was full.
The blonde roots are kicking in.
I really wanted to watch it. It's been like 45 weeks, and I can't go back to watching it. I gotta wait.
Talk on the side of the mic.
I gotta wait till next weekend. So, or this coming weekend.
I hope it's. Oh.
And they're always telling me Tinker's Toy Factory's great. Tinker's Toy Factory's great. But
It's
yeah.
good. Mimi's back. Please talk in the side of the mic facing you. Oh, maybe you're supposed to talk like this.
No,
Oh.
I know for a fact.
Are,
I'm supposed
are you
to.
talking to Jake? Oh, they want you to talk exactly like this.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm doing. Anyway,
What were we talking about? Oh, King
Tinker's
Ka.
Toy Factory.
So what do you guys think is going to replace King Ka?
Intimate multi.
A giga. When in doubt, it's a giga.
I think it's gonna be a new generation of Intimate Strata. The only one of its kind.
Ooh, an RMC
Everyone's
T-Rex.
telling you to talk on the side, so they're clearly getting better feedback like this.
Hello. Hi.
Is that better? Can we get a
Hello.
quick fix on this?
I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. Why is nobody talking?
We'll give them a second. Not so close to the mouth. So it is better. Your microphone is built into the side. Just saying, this microphone's better.
Anyways.
So, Kaden, what do you? Oh, you think Intimate multi-launch?
Okay, I think it's gonna be a Strata coaster.
Yeah, I'm thinking a new generation of Strata coaster, like the only one that they're gonna build, because a multi-record breaking coaster, in like not in North America, but they just said multi-record breaking, so they could go for like longest Strata coaster,
That's-
fastest.
It's better like this, they're saying. Do you guys want me to make fun of him right now? He's gonna get triggered. If I trigger Jake, he's gonna walk out.
I have my car keys. I will go drive away.
For a sound guy, I had to teach him how to turn up the volume on the. What do you call this thing?
The mixer.
The mixer. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be like a really cool Intamin launch coaster too. Yeah, like a better Velocicoaster.
Am I just saying like a new generation of Strata because I want another Strata? Partially, yes. But I also can see them going for 400 feet again, because why wouldn't they if they have the chance? And if Intamin is willing to do it,
I mean, the only
He's thinking. My
thing
chair
what was
just,
that crack?
my chair just called me fat.
the what's the coaster called that Six Flags Qiddiya's getting? Falcon's Flight.
Falcon's Flight?
Falcon's Flight is gonna take the height record, so there's no point in spending so much money to go 400 feet if they don't have to, like for the height record. I think as long as they go taller than like Fury.
Yeah. Like, They didn't specify. They just said multi-record breaking. They didn't specify like where it was in the park or like in general. So they could go for like they
I
could
wonder
take
if
their
they'll
own
go
thing.
for like most inversions.
Most inversion.
15?
Give us a moment at Wonderland, okay? Give us a moment. Our fairy godmother just gave us a little twirl in our dress, and we're all glamored up. We don't need Great Adventure coming in 2026 being like, nah, back to washing our dishes.
Yukon Striker's still the tallest and longest dive coaster.
Until Carowinds or Kings Island build. No, what is it? Six Flags Great America is building
Over
that dive
Texas?
coaster?
Over
Over
Texas.
Texas.
Over Texas.
Over Texas. Where's our record? We're going to have like
Well, we already lost the inversions to
the world's longest Winterfest event. That's what we're going to get.
Winterfest is the best, guys. You have to go. If you haven't gone, I know it's not all about the rides. It's about the atmosphere and the amazingness.
That's my daughter.
Clearly. I'm not part of this family.
You were adopted. It's okay.
No, I'm not. I want my strata back. I don't care about theming.
Okay, next topic.
Oh, IAPA.
Ayapi.
IAPA. This is where our train heard a bunch of enthusiasts. Here you go.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I'd like to, what was the joke? I'd like to call Alpin Fury down for guest injury.
For guest injury. At Ayapa.
Oh man, that train's gonna be. That's gonna be.
The birds, it's gonna
Don't touch
hit.
her.
If
She
it-
guts.
If it hits a bird.
It's okay. It'll take.
Like Red Force. I was watching the Red Force parody of Coaster Studios the other day, and it was just like, when imagine you're just a flying bird and you get hit by a roller coaster, and then he put the train sound effect, like the way I laughed. It was Anyway, IAPA.
2024.
Okay, so this is where I need your guys' help because I have been in another realm of just not keeping up with everything, and we're there covering it, and I haven't kept up with everything. So, can you guys update the audience on what you think are some of the coolest announcements?
There's like a Lego-looking train. Vekoma, Lego-looking
The
train.
one going to Mexico?
Yeah,
Taquani Beast?
it looks like
It
Lego.
does not look like Lego.
It does.
It does not look like Lego. I don't know if you've seen Lego before, Jake. That is not Lego.
I mean, I get what he's saying.
It's like blocky.
but that's like a specific design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
really,
like
I really, really like it.
That
It looks like the Legoland wing coaster train.
Yeah.
The blue one, the light blue one.
It almost looks like what the train for How to Train Your Dragon coaster should have looked like.
yes.
Speaking of that movie, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna go there.
No.
No, it's too controversial of a topic right now. But I think it looks good.
It looks
What,
fantastic.
The Vekoma one? Sorry, I zoned out.
The live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Made by Vekoma.
Yes, I like it.
I'm so excited.
What else?
for
What
that
other trains do we
universal.
have?
So
Oh, the
we had
Raptera!
Taquana
Boring.
Raptera, which also sent its very first test run
The
this
day
week.
after.
The day
I,
after.
oh, I know because I get all the messages when they do that. This wing coaster's already testing, and Alpin Fury's still working on their caissons.
Speaking of caissons and going vertical,
How many
What-
Mondays was that supposed to happen?
2 Mondays ago.
no, it was supposed to happen 3 Mondays ago, and
No,
then you
it
said
was
it again.
two. It was two.
No. This is what you said. You said Up and Fury's gonna go vertical on Monday. Then the next week, after that Monday's already passed, you said Up and Fury's gonna go vertical next Monday, coming up. So you said it twice.
No, that's not. You misunderstood it. It was 2 weeks back to back that I predicted it.
Yeah. that's
It
what-
wasn't you. The way you just
Mondays.
worded it, 3 weeks apart.
Oh.
It was the last 2 weeks I
Yeah.
was supposed to go vertical. The funny thing is, you want me to get this Monday or Tuesday? It should go vertical.
Should. Big
Okay.
emphasis on the should.
Well, okay, they have not been updated in a hot minute. Patreons are about to get some photos, and then tomorrow morning, hopefully, the construction update will upload. The actual construction trailer for Vertical was dropped off in the parking lot 3 days ago. 3 days ago now, right? Something around there. And the crew's there, and they're cleaning up the construction site now of all debris, like any of the rebar cages and all that, having it all cleared. To me, that's a sign. They've also bulldozed some more things in Alpenfest that you guys will be a little shocked by. So that's cool. Definitely going to be a whole themed area in there. I feel like I should like totally clickbait this. Yeah, Thunder Run was bulldozed. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so I'm excited. I was half expecting them to be done, the caissons and footings for Alpine Fury today, but due to the rain, they actually didn't work. They have what I think is 3 to 6 footings left. They are right now just under the lift hill. They're approaching the lift hill. Ooh, it's glitching. Do you see that?
No.
They're just approaching the lift hill, that last couple of footings, so that's really exciting. What?
I hate to break it to you, but Alpine Fury does not have a lift hill.
No, the lift hill vortex. So yeah. I assume they're almost done that. They are cleaning up and
Because
taking away their stuff now.
They finished the footings on the other side
Yeah.
of it by the Sprite machine.
Yeah, and they removed one of their caisson machines already. They have that last caisson yellow machine, and they brought back a third caisson machine, a smaller one. And I assume that's going to do the theming and the station building. They don't need that big caisson machine that's supposed to go all the way down for the coaster. So we have a new theming one that's arrived on site.
I wonder if they poured the ones in the mountain because
Yeah, they did, because they buried them, which I thought was weird. That's what
they only buried the holes. Or did they bury the...
That wouldn't make any sense.
Nah, actually right. I'm stupid. Guys, the blonde hair is mixing in. The blonde hair is affecting my head.
He's like, they dug holes and reburied them.
They dug holes. I'm thinking they dug holes, they put the rebar, and then just buried it.
Oh, it's glitching. Is it glitching?
No.
No?
Caden's watching it. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's good.
No. There, I did see it a couple times. I think it's when I stomped the ground. That's embarrassing. No, okay. It might be a loose wire in the back of the camera, to be honest, if I had to make a prediction. Because it's just like a quick little, like...
That sound was awesome. Guys, don't forget to join the Discord server, by the way. Next topic. Wait, we've only gone over one train.
We've gone over 2 trains.
Oh, yes. What was the other one? Alpine Fury, we went
Not
over
just
that, so
trains.
3
There were other
trains. There's one
announcements as
more.
well.
Alpine Fury, Rapterra.
Oh my
Taquani
goodness,
Beast,
the test seat for RMC.
What?
the Wild Moose.
The Wild Moose seat. It
What's-
looks like a test seat
There
because
were-
it's by itself.
Isn't the
was-
Wild Moose that
oh.
thing you ride, and it's just like boom, 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 boom?
That's a regular RMC. You know, Steel Vengeance, it does that too.
No, but like the Wild Moose, like boom, where you're riding the animal and it's jumping.
No.
No.
Wild Moose is their newer model where
Oh,
instead of
they're like
converting-
kitty.
Yeah, the one that's
Oh,
supposed to go in,
yes.
like,
They
a-
They
they announced
convert
this
a
like a
Wild
year
Mouse.
ago,
Yeah.
and it looked like a Wonderland teaser when they were teasing it. Now I remember it.
Yeah.
Instead of converting a wooden coaster, they convert a Wild Mouse coaster.
Yeah. So like any Wild Mouse sized coaster, it will fit in their plot of land.
The other train you were thinking of is Gravity Group, the wooden coaster.
Yes.
Oh,
the
I remember
dragon
that
on
one.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. That one
Um,
does not look like Lego.
No, that Gravity Group puts amazing detail on their trains.
Yes.
And I'm very curious as to where that's going, because I don't think they said.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Mondial had their Avalanche model flat ride there, which is Tundra Twister, so they were showing that off again. They didn't make any new.
Oh, I didn't
announcement.
see that. That would have been cool to see.
It was spinning a lot faster.
That's false advertising. That's false advertising. No, because I'm on Wonderland's side with this. I feel like, okay, you guys can't talk right now. I will talk. Whoever sold Wonderland that model totally lied to Wonderland about its capabilities, and Wonderland bought. Oh, it's doing it.
I need a drink.
Oh, it's us. It's our color of our. What in the Glinda just happened? Glenda, what? Witchcraft. Because that ride be slow. It'd be slow, and Wonderland did not. When they bought it, they thought it could zoop, 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 and they got like a whole like. You fixed the color. He's glowing.
Just 'cause I'm so
Thank
pretty.
you. See, I told you I'm the prettiest person at Wonderland. Everyone in the comments agrees.
You're lucky I can't hold my mic right now.
But yeah, sorry, I just had to have that little rant. So I feel like there's more at IAPA we're missing.
There's a couple. There's like one other thing that I know. This is probably something only I saw because of what I like. But KMG is a flat ride manufacturer. They do like they do permanent installments, but they also have traveling rides. They showed off a model of their new ride, Lunarix. It's a big arm with individual seats rotating around. Each seat individually spins while the arm it's on spins, and like the whole thing rotates. It's a whole lot of rotating, which all flat rides do, but they made it do a different way. So that looks really cool. And they showed off X Drive, which is at the CNE. That's a fun
I'm
ride.
still convinced if you put Skyhawk seats on any single, if you put Skyhawk seats on any fly ride, it will be great.
That's such a random thing to have said.
What do you mean? You take any fly ride,
But-
replace the seat with a Skyhawk seat, and you can flip, and it makes it 10 times better.
So okay, part of what you just said is
Say
you
like you're riding Riptide,
okay.
and you have a seat on there. You're hanging down like this, and then you're like spinning the other way, or you flip the wings and you start spinning the other way.
And you get waterboarded in the
So
process.
the premise is we have to be able to rotate.
You have to be able to control it yourself. I love rides that are competitive. I grew up being competitive with my brothers.
Oh, we know.
They did announce a new ride with those seats, like the Troika models or whatever, and it has the Skyhawk seats.
Yeah, I love Skyhawk.
I feel like there's something else though.
I know. I feel like we're missing something big.
There was a new flat ride announced too. It's this weird thing where like you rise up on a tower and the seats swing outward.
It looks so dumb.
Yeah, it looks
so dumb. I feel
Does it
so.
drop after, or do you
No,
slowly go down?
there's no way that could drop.
Like you drop on an angle and then straight down.
Twizzlers was announced, which
Twizzlers, the SNS Scream and Swing.
Oh yeah, they announced Scream and Swing, or they showed off the ride Gondola.
It's literally just a whole bunch of stickers.
Yeah. Which is why I'm surprised they honestly unveiled anything.
I'm like, why
It's a Scream and
take
Swing.
the whole Scream and Swing thing and just put some stickers?
the Intamin Dome thing was pretty cool. But that's just like Intamin seems to be killing the game lately.
With
like
innovation.
with innovation, yeah.
Did you see what they announced for their water ride? Instead of like having the boat drop downwards, it goes on a platform that slides down and makes a big splash when it hits the water. So they're coming up with stuff for water rides, like new stuff. for
I
water
need to
rides.
see that.
I'll find it. But Vekoma in general is killing it with their rides and like their train designs and everything in general.
The new Pro Slide looks good. Okay, I have a complaint about Pro Slide. They're not innovating anymore. They have their basic slide and then they add fabrication around where you would slide and they call that innovation. And I've just noticed that with a lot of their slides, they're just making artistic designs and calling that innovation and like a new slide. And I'm like, that's just like your outer shell of the slide. I don't know. To be honest, I'm bored of Pro Slide.
Wasn't their thing they announced like they called the honeycomb, but so just a tighter helix?
It's literally just a tighter helix with an outer shell around it to encase you. And I'm like, boring. Who's like we need an innovator in the market again for water slides. Okay, so let's get onto the topic of Wonderland. I have some comments about if you watched my video. Here's my presentation. So if you watched my video, you'll know that a survey went out discussing future additions at Wonderland. I'm going to make a whole video about that. It talks about extreme thrill versus thrill coaster versus family thrill coaster. So there's 3 models of coaster that the park is looking at. 4 technically if you put the kiddie one in. So they're looking at extreme thrill and family thrill. So that was the key differentiation of types of coasters they were looking for. Further along the survey, they asked what you viewed as an extreme coaster and which rides at the park you would be okay with losing. The DC theme coming to the park in the kids area was another question that they asked, which I think I talked about last off season on the podcast. So that's interesting. And then I think that's essentially it. But what I wanted to touch on was the wording. So in the survey, they had 3 types of rides and experiences that they were referring to. They had ride, attraction, and experience. Now, if you go to Six Flags' announcement of new rides and attractions for 2026, Carowinds referenced a water ride. Wonderland referenced a water attraction. Now, when asked for further clarification, an attraction is definitely referencing a water park addition or a splash pad or like a water type show. So my assumption with that in mind is that we are looking at the water park. So again, if you're a Patreon, you already know this. Construction is still ongoing in the water park currently in Splashworks. They're building more electrical boxes in the water park and still working on that massive plumbing building. I have the luxury of knowing someone that works for a water slide company. And if you remember my video where I talked about that water complex that they built just behind Moosehorn Falls, and I referenced it being like big enough to supply water to a suburb. Well, the person reached out to me and explained in great detail what that type of water supply system could be used for. And when you look at rides or slides like the water coaster that blasts water up, they require a large amount of water and electricity. So when I see Wonderland currently working on the electrical and the water supply system for the water park, and Moosehorn's already open, I'm getting the entire vibe that the water park is on the enhancement list again. So normally when Wonderland builds attractions like Yukon Striker, Leviathan, Behemoth, and now Alpenfury, we're used to getting a very relaxed year after that roller coaster opens. Now, I'll explain why that makes sense. One, we're pretty maxed out for flat rides. Wonderland, no matter how you look at it, yes, there are certain flat rides we do not have, but we're pretty maxed out. We have essentially almost every flat ride you could possibly imagine. We flip, swing, tilt, and rotate in every direction on these flat rides. They all do the same thing at this point. There's maybe 2 more that I could see Wonderland adding that would change our lineup. So, to me, we are 100% going to be getting a water park / water slide in 2026. We've measured these water rides, like the Ultra Surf and the Mock Power Splash, and I can 100% tell you that a Mock Power Splash will not fit anywhere in our park. It will not. You would have to remove Flight Deck, Time Warp, and take up about 1/4 of Kingswood, and head to the old-fashioned photo booth with your pillars for the Mock Power Splash for that to fit. It doesn't fit in Timberwolf Falls area. It requires a big footprint for water. Now, the one water ride that could work at Wonderland is the Intamin Ultra Surf. It does fit land mass-wise, but again, it doesn't fit in Timberwolf's plot of land. It would fit if you were to remove Time Warp and Flight Deck. And you could find other locations like removing Dragonfire, but they're not going to remove Dragonfire to put a water ride back there where the water feature is hidden out back. If you're building a water feature ride, you're having that along a main path for guests to interact with. But essentially, I just want to touch on the fact that Carowinds has been rumored, and they've been surveying their guests for water rides. I believe the last survey they went out, it was exactly a Power Splash and a River Rapids ride or Log Flume, wasn't it? Last year?
It featured 2 water attractions and 2 coasters, I believe. Because Kings Island got a survey as well, but they didn't get the Power Splash option. They had like that Shuttle Mock Extreme Spinner, a Giga Dive, Brendan, and the Super Flumes with the turntables and all that. Carowinds and Kings Island both got that.
So those are water rides, and it specifically says it in the Six Flags press release, water ride. So again, I think the proof is in the pudding that we are getting a water slide for 2026. And if you attended the ACE event literally 2 seasons ago, they referenced Moosehorn Falls was the start of a water park expansion, a big water park expansion. Now, what's interesting is rewind. We're going to go back. If you remember, I talked about a potential $250 million loan or line of credit that Cedar Fair had taken out last year. And I'm starting to think and feel that that is going to transition or relate to what's about to happen to Kingswood. So I'm keeping my eyes on Kingswood just because I'm getting this feeling that Kingswood's going to become a indoor water park resort or a hotel at minimum, one of the two. And they are going to try and make Splashworks a separate admission water park as well. So that's why we're seeing more investments coming to the water park, because they'll eventually want to make it a separate ticketed entrance event, or an upgraded platinum pass will get you in as well. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Again, nothing's official. It could end up being anything, but based off of the wording, the trends, the direction I see the park going, statements the parks have made, we're looking at a water slide / Splashworks expansion for 2026. Now,
Now I can talk.
yeah, okay. If you were to want to add an extreme coaster at Canada's Wonderland, what would you add? If you had the choice to add another coaster at Wonderland, like you just individually,
Like a realistic one, or
like a realistic one, but extreme. Think extreme, not like, you know, your typical B&M.
well, either an RMC conversion of Wild Beast, because any RMC is going to be an extreme, like considered an extreme ride, especially airtime focused ones, which I would love another airtime focused ride, or an Intamin multi-launch, like Velocicoaster or Pantheon.
Okay, I'm gonna take both of Caden's ideas, an RMC, an Intamin, and then a mock extreme.
Well, are you okay over there? What happened?
Sorry. And Coaster Bay commented, "Am I drinking beer? This is San Pellegrino, not beer." Just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, I would definitely say RMC is at the top of my list for most extreme coasters Wonderland could add, then an Intamin multi-launch, and then a mock extreme spinner, or the mock striker model.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
What coaster?
It
base
has a
said?
moving station.
Let,
Guys, watch the
let
El
it
Toro
speak.
Ryan video on it. Please watch the El Toro Ryan video. El Toro Ryan, he just makes the most best content.
Yeah, he does. And I have to actually give him credit. I was so against the mock strikers, and I didn't even think I wanted one at Wonderland until I watched his video, and I was so impressed by the engineering of it.
I like what Coaster Bay said. It's not a Strata, but like another Giga like Red Force. I would love something like that. Just something tall and fast.
Hello?
That's what Red Force sounds like. Have you seen the Red or heard the Red Force launch? Have you? It's a yes or no question.
I'm in danger. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh,
What would you add, Brendan? That's not a mock extreme spinner.
so I always said that.
Oh my goodness! Mystic Timbers! That's what I would add.
Oh yes, a GC.
But do you consider that extreme? So
Yes.
Wonderland referenced in the survey thrill coaster and extreme thrill coaster.
Okay.
I will say.
Mystic Timbers is better than anything at Wonderland.
Oh my god.
If we get that, it's an extreme thrill coaster. It's ejector airtime. It's great. And whoever says bad on the shed is awesome.
The shed is awesome. I just
Yeah.
wish they had air conditioning.
Play some bangers in there though.
I love the shed. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I love the shed.
I
Your
will
mic
say-
sounds off again.
I will say I don't know if I would consider Mystic Timbers extreme, but it definitely is aggressive. The way it throws you, but I wouldn't say extreme. Like something like Wildcats is extreme. Sky
Yeah.
Rush is extreme.
Yeah.
But
That's
Mystic
as-
is just aggressive.
Mystic is probably because Wonderland guests are not used to very extreme coasters. Would you put it that way?
They aren't, but I don't know if you've noticed a trend. Wonderland's guests seem to be the most hungry for an extreme coaster at Wonderland.
Yes. So, if
Why'd you look at me when I said that?
so, Mystic Timbers would be like a good stepping coaster to one of those bigger coasters from our current lineup.
And it will be because
Also, the merch for Mystic Timbers is awesome.
the
It
I
is.
picked
minimum
up this
height
Mystic Timbers
requirement.
hoodie, and I put it back, and I'm like, I'll get it back at the end of the day. And it was gone. It was the only one in the entire all of Kings Island, and I was really sad.
Guess who has
Choices.
that hoodie and who doesn't?
Choices.
But I will say that would be a good step out coaster because the minimum height requirement for Mystic Timbers is 48 inches, so the purple wristbands. So
What? Did I miss an inside joke?
Yeah, so the purple wristband, so like Wild Beast, like it's a good first like starter coaster to get you into aggressive rides. That worked you up a little.
Someone's
more
gonna
than
have
it
to
shoulda.
explain this joke to me after.
I got you. But yeah, Brendan, what would you add?
What was I gonna? What were we talking about? I totally zoned out there.
What like a realistic extreme thrill coaster?
RMC. Literally,
I love how Steel Vengeance operates.
It
The
doesn't.
operations team at Steel Vengeance is so good. Shout out to Cedar Point, the operations team over there. They do great.
I did really like that one ride off that was on the platform when we rolled back into the station. Did we cross? He asked us
Yes.
that. That was.
They were going so fast. We were going in on the brakes, and the other train was dropping.
you know what wasn't mentioned though? Vekoma launch coaster.
I would
haven't
take
been
a
on one.
Vekoma one.
That's the thing. Me and Kaden have been on all these coasters, except for the Extreme Spinner, that we're mentioning, and we know what it's like. But yeah, I would take it.
You'll get to go on one soon, but it'll be a family one. Santa's Sleigh Adventure. No, Yeti Trek.
What about
Santa's.
Cedar Point?
I'm going to Cedar Point to ride Siren's Curse. It's not a launch coaster, but new gen Vekoma.
Oh, you'll probably be at Cedar Point first. Oh, wait, no, it opens in summer. You'll be on Yeti Trek first.
That's true. But
Yeah.
that's a family coaster.
It has a station fly-through.
It has also one train. Are you gonna put a third train on that?
Yeah, they should have 3 trains. Can you imagine how lit Alpenfury would be if it had 5 trains?
There's not even enough blocks for 5 trains.
We can create them.
You're gonna change.
We'll
the
do a
design?
swing launch between
Just
the
have a pre-show in
after
the mountain.
Extreme Skyflyer inversion. We'll do a little swing launch there.
Just put a show building on the first booster, have it hold there, and then when it's done,
Yeah.
it's just a blizzard. It's blowing cold air
Yeah.
on you.
It's some girl going Limgardium Leviosa. Amanda's about to hit me.
Guys, who is excited for Alpenfury? I want to know.
Oh, speaking of which,
What's your favorite? Like, what's the most excited part of Alpenfury? Put it in the comments. Like, what element? What?
that transition I had made that's probably my favorite thing I ever had done. That volcano eruption, how well did that work out?
Yeah. Unlike the background that you don't have anymore.
We're working on it. When you got to do construction yourself. The top hat, so that like launching up. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Launches are fun and they're scary. I don't know if you've seen me on Pantheon.
That was a fantastic video. Your face on that reverse launch.
And if you ride with me, stapling Brendan into his seat, I get stapled no matter what.
What were you gonna say if we ride with you?
If you ride with me, you'll get a rollback. Yo, a rollback on Alpenfury is gonna be kind of scary because it's like, where do you
You're
go?
gonna go up sideways, and then you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
Yeah,
go all the way
inverted.
back to the.
And then it's going to do it. I have the slightest feeling it's going to do what Velocicoaster does. It's going to roll backwards first and then boost.
It's gonna be like a competition in the enthusiast community on who gets the first rollback. Well, you just gotta ride with me. Me and Kaden.
The Extreme
Excuse
Skyfire
me.
roll. That looks cool. Top hat looks sick.
I think I'm honestly most excited for the second launch and that one, the one inversion where you lap back over the track on the return trip.
Yeah, both of them.
It's like one inversion the whole ride. It's literally the whole ride is like, okay, the fact that the owner of the company described it like that too. It's literally like transition, and it's such smooth transitions that it's literally just element.
Oh, and the pull down from the top hat, how like you're gonna fly under Guardian right there.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Like a good hand chopper. Why am I looking there? I have my phone. Stall.
So what was I gonna say? Oh, construction. Do you guys? Do you think it's gonna open on time?
I don't think I can answer
I-
this question.
Based off of what you're seeing right now.
Amanda. Question.
Okay, I think it's gonna open on time. I think they'll be done vertical construction by the end of. I'm gonna make it wild. By the end of January, they'll be done.
Where's all the track?
It's coming.
You know what I really want to see arrive on site? The supports for like the icicle shapes out of the mountain.
Oh, yeah, that
those
one.
massive supports. I want to see those arrive on site. Those are gonna
Okay.
be so cool.
We lost Grace Peacock. So we didn't lose Grace Peacock, but I'm not gonna touch on that because I don't feel like that's my place to say anything. But yeah, Grace got a really awesome promotion, so congrats to her. So deserving. What was I gonna say? I think I'm the only one that thinks it's gonna open on time, and I'm sticking to the ship whether it sinks or not.
Oh, you said something else.
So the only thing that has me shaking in my boots is the track shipment arriving once every 2 weeks right now. It's scary. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's scary.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm just saying no to mess with Brendan, but I think once vertical starts and we're in the off season, see how fast it moves, then I think I'll.
Yeah,
be
when
able
they
to
have the
say
park to themselves, Winterfest is done.
they don't have to worry about opening the next day like on a Friday. They can just keep going.
Yeah. I've heard that they're gonna work day and night. That's what I've heard for vertical, but we'll have
Also,
to
it's
see.
weather dependent,
That they are worried about that.
and we get a lot of rain and snow, whatever it ends up being, based on the weather. Okay, questions time. Wait, was there more construction?
No, you'll see more. So one, I'm gonna have the construction update for you guys tomorrow. I gotta post the Patreon. Can you remind me of that when you get home tonight? Okay.
It's in my head.
Yeah. When you see the black track, though, I warn you guys, you're gonna fall in love.
It's so good.
It's beautiful. It looks like Intamin track. I don't know why. It just looks like Intamin
does.
track, and I'm so in love. And it made me want the whole coaster to be black, and I'm upset that I saw it now.
Okay, I said this last podcast, but a black coaster track, or sorry, black supports purple track. Prove me wrong.
Okay. Where and when and how?
It's gonna happen.
You
At
know there
Wonderland?
Yeah.
You know there is a purple track coaster with black supports.
It's not like
Phantom's Revenge.
It looks great. I saw it. I remember it looks great.
El-
If we had like a red forest, but it's like purple forest.
Coaster Bay. Ain't nobody calling it Elpie. The nickname for Alpin Fury, and not that I'm one to dictate what it is, because it's not. Usually, it's Wonderland or Ride Ops that'll come up with the good nickname for the ride. I'm gonna go with either Elpin or Fury.
It's gonna be Fury.
It's
You know
gonna be
how-
Fury, yeah.
I'm gonna call it Fury just because it'll trigger so many other enthusiasts
I'm
calling that
so
Fury.
excited to say, hey guys, look, we're riding Fury 325.
Oh, it's Mary that wanted it to be LP. Now I feel bad.
Fury 164.
LP is cute. It is cute, but like we don't want our best coaster in the park to be LP.
You think those Vaughn teenagers are gonna go around, yo fam, let's go on Alpi Mangs?
What did he just say?
That's what they're gonna. Ain't no way they're gonna say that. They're gonna say, let's go on Fury.
I'm gonna call it what I heard this one guest calling it. I was walking past front gate and they had the little setup. A guest called it Airplane Fury. I think I'm gonna call it that actually.
It looks like a lot of people like LP though. I'll say that. It's too late. It's LP.
Personally, I cannot hop on that bandwagon.
Kiefer called it Alpen Striker.
By accident or on purpose?
On purpose on the first day to mess with me. The amount of times I said it on the first day. Are you guys excited for Alpen Striker?
LP Apple Fury.
Apple's apple.
All right, so we're gonna enter the question period of this podcast. If you guys have some questions, ask them up. Can you say it in Vaughn teenager terms?
Yo fam, drop them questions in the chat.
That's Vaughn teenager.
I do. Yes.
Toronto slang.
He's better at it.
Fury 164. I like that. I like that a lot.
I like Fury 164.
Do you point at me and say I'm better at it?
You're better at the Vaughn teenager voice than I am.
It's the Toronto man slang. It's not. It's how they talk. They're wannabe Toronto men's. Like
How excited are you to ride Alpen Fury? I'm so excited. So excited.
Brendan, are you Sigma?
extremely.
What's that mean? No, I know what that
Someone
means.
commented in the chat.
The nickname's catching on.
Coaster Bay put in the Patreon chat. We just need to wiggle our legs for a rollback.
That won't work.
I think you're gonna be going a lot.
We're
faster.
dealing with Premiere. Premiere is like.
reliable launches.
Yeah.
Wait, wiggle your
If you guys could see him, he's wiggling.
There will be no room for leg wiggling.
I
on
hope
that
someone
train.
clips that. You just like wiggling like that.
Had my mouth open too.
I do not like the song that you gave Alpine Fury.
Sorry, that was.
It's got to be like epic. You got to look up epic cinematic music. That's roller coaster music.
So,
I like the song that I put on my video, the song from Frozen.
guys, we need more questions. Good questions. What's gonna get the new? Oh, what's gonna get the golden ticket?
Okay, so the other thing that the company Premiere has promised is the pacing on this coaster is going to be impressive. If the pacing is good on Alpine Fury, it'll be better than Siren's Curse.
If it's like the POV or faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Do you think it's gonna get golden ticket?
it's Canada's Wonderland versus Cedar Point. So who do you think's going to get the golden ticket award?
Or-
Also-
and
People don't like our
Also, does Top Thrill 2 count as a golden ticket award for 2025? Because if so,
Probably.
we're
I think it
screwed.
won 2024.
We're screwed.
I mean, realistically, they only said anticipated. So if it's not open by the time that golden tickets happen,
Yeah.
then
Stardust Racer beats both. I agree, actually.
I think
Yeah.
Stardust Racers will get best new attraction.
But it looks
and
boring.
we'll get best new ride.
It looks boring. It's
have
so
you seen
slow.
it run? Have you seen it running test runs recently?
I have to see. The one I saw, it was like your typical mock coaster where it's like barely going. By the way, I hate Copperhead Strike. I hate it. It's so boring.
So you
And
like
you
Fury?
wanna, you
Falcon's
want a
Flight
mock launch?
2. What?
You want a mock launch at
Only if it's an
Wonderland?
extreme spinner.
What about what you just said? Voltron.
Well, that one looks cool.
Wait, the thing is with Voltron and Mock Striker coasters, it has two sets of launch motors.
Yeah,
not
and
one.
I just want to be. The reason I want that is because one El Toro Ryan's video. I just want to be coming into a launch as another train's right beside you, ready to launch out. That's so cool to me. The fact that it's able to run like 10.
the switch
yes.
track in the middle of the ride.
Yes, the engineering.
And how the storage shed is over there too.
Yeah, but I can only imagine the price point for that ride. But we got Six Flags coin now.
Yeah, but they're also Europa Park is the owners of Mock,
Yeah, I know.
so they probably got heavy discount.
Well, they didn't pay for the engineering.
How does Alpine Fury compare to other rides like Leviathan and Behemoth?
Do you want
We
an
haven't
honest
ridden
answer?
it. We haven't ridden it.
I have a pretty good guess.
It's gonna be smoother than both. The pacing's gonna be better. As much as I love the pacing on Leviathan.
What was the question?
How do we think Alpine Fury is gonna compare to Leviathan and Behemoth?
Oh, it's gonna be the best ride in the park. The
I
Behemoth,
the best
still
looking
think-
train in the park.
Behemoth trims every ride. Don't want to hear it, and literally it does. And it's rattle, but no, it's not. It just like literally Behemoth is not what people claim.
The
it
way
is.
I'm in line for Yukon Striker and all I hear is of Behemoth's
You'll be in
brake.
Splashworks. You can literally hear it clamping down on that train.
Speaking of rattle, forget Behemoth. Can we talk about B&M recently?
Oh my god.
The video for Rapterra.
Penguin Trek.
Not even Penguin Trek. The video for Rapterra on the launch. The train is bouncing on the launch. Jay can make a whole TikTok again. This ride at Kings Dominion has a train that bounces on the launch. So I can't imagine the rest of the ride.
The speed and the rendering. Premiere made a point to talk about the pacing of Alpine Fury being impressive. So to me, that screams it's going to be either better than the rendering or it's going to be the rendering. Wait, who said who said Behemoth's train bounces?
He did. No, he
Oh.
didn't say
No, Rapterra.
it.
Oh,
Rapterra on the launch. You can
it
see the train.
bounces.
You can see
Did
like
you not listen to him?
I'm half tuning you out.
Did you watch the video, or did you kind of just see it reposted?
I
like,
saw
okay, wind
it
coaster?
barely make it over that first little top hat turn thing,
And
and
then
I
you
was
scrolled
bored.
away.
I hate wind coasters. I hate wind coasters. I hate them. They're boring. I don't want one. I'm so glad that we didn't end up with one, because that was definitely on. That was a huge possibility.
What do you mean you didn't want Raptera at our
Nope.
park?
No, I did not want Raptera at our park.
We have Raptera. It's just across the midway. It's called Yukon Striker.
What's going to be the best seat on Alpine Fury? Wait, it's such a short train. It's like, okay,
Front.
anything but the middle. Okay, but I don't want the back because it doesn't even look like my waist can fit into the back seat. You see how little room there is in the back?
The
Okay,
thing
no.
I'll find
you're
good
just
with the
saying that
back.
because it's literally the same as every other row.
The
Okay,
thing
Jake, let's film a video of you getting into the back seat of the coaster and
It'll
you
be
make
easy.
it up.
I'll slide right in.
Oh,
Just like butter.
what is with you and butter?
My-
Are you one of those girls that literally like deep fries butter at home and eats it?
I had a deep fried chicken the other day. It was great. I made it myself.
We're talking about butter.
He said deep fried and I got distracted.
Butter sweater. I think the best part about the back row is going to be that you won't be able to see what's going on. So you're going to launch and you won't be able to see the track in front of you because the seats are so tall. So it's just going to be like, oh, we're going into that inversion now, that inversion, that inversion. But the front row is
Can you imagine a
definitely
night
gonna be the
ride? Butter is too expensive.
best. But front row is definitely going to be the best.
Guys, don't forget to join the Discord server.
Are the shin guards
Link
going
in
to
the
suck like
description.
Steel Vengeance?
Okay, Steel Vengeance's shin guards don't hurt. I don't
No.
know who's talking.
I don't know what you're doing with your shins on Steel Vengeance if you're just like throwing your legs
This
forward
one
into them.
doesn't like Steel Vengeance's shin guards. We don't care about them.
Well, that's because
There's
I'm skinny
there's a
and you're.
difference here. You can see.
Like, we use the shin guards to our advantage.
How?
Use it to push yourself up. Airtime.
So you falsely create your airtime on that ride?
No.
How do you create? How do you? First of all, why do you need more airtime? That ride is trying to kill you from start to finish.
And it's better if it actually does. Or almost does.
That-
No, I'd be fighting for my life on that.
That Outer
ride.
Bank turn, just the way it launches you out of your seat.
My favorite part is coming back from the top hat. There's a random lateral jerk.
Yeah.
It's the but you can't see it in the POV. You don't know it's there until you ride it.
Opinion on Strata Style Giga to replace Mindbuster. I forgot to put that in my 5-year plan. Mindbuster ain't going anywhere. She's about to get some love and care. She's about to get some serious love and care.
How many nets are going to cover the ride? There's going to be nets all over Alpin.
I know. I hope not.
If they use lockers
If-
and metal detectors,
yeah.
no nets.
It's gonna be so ugly. Just like nets, like Yukon Striker.
You're
all
trying to get a
across the map.
picture like from
Right?
from under the top hat.
I
No.
really hope there's lockers and metal detectors.
Yeah, because that ride's gonna be
Like Steel
so
Vengeance.
beautiful to film.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
even-
free lockers for things that'll fit in your pocket, and then make you pay for lockers. That are
Imagine
bigger than a
at
bag.
night, like front gate too, when they light up the mountain, then there's just a shot of flames as the train goes by. I wish the train had a lighting package
I know.
or some kind of light on it.
Oh my goodness, the Velocicoaster's lights look so good. I was building a coaster in Planet Coaster with Velocicoaster lights. In Planet Coaster 2, you can add lights to the trains. And I just flipped it to night, and it's just like,
Where's your red little thing?
it's right here.
There you go. Are you playing with it under your armpit?
Yeah. Why can't Premiere just add a foot of room to their row? Because that affects how it runs.
Yeah.
Can't really do that. They would have to redesign the whole train, redesign the whole ride.
What are your
that's a lot
number
of
one bucket
number.
list coasters?
Bucket list?
Yeah, that's just what I was asking. What are your number one bucket list coasters?
Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster.
Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
That's too much. My daughter now.
I have watched the Altora Ryan Problematic Roller Coasters video on Hagrid's about 17 times. It's a 35-minute video.
You know what ride doesn't have a problematic roller coasters video? Velocicoaster.
And
It doesn't.
no.
Does it actually work?
Yeah.
Huh. Who knew?
Intamin these days have improved.
Every
Well,
video
didn't they
I've se-
build Hagrid as well?
In 2019,
Every video I've seen on Velocicoaster, they say when it goes down, it's for like 10 minutes max, and it's back open again, and they're clearing the line still.
I want to do dragons.
Huh?
I want to do a dragon. Someone asked.
Oh, I did not. Do I have a defunct coaster credit? King Dakar.
I have Wicked Twister.
King Dakar counts now. And Green Lantern. I'm
Guys, you
glad
don't need
that's
to tell
gone.
me how good Velocicoaster is. I'll get on it eventually, but Hagrid's is where we're going first. On our trip.
Hagrid's. No, we're not. We're going to Velocicoaster first. What does everyone in the community say? I control the group. Song. I control the group.
It's Universal. I'm controlling. We're going to Jurassic World, then we're going right to Epic Universe to go see How to Train Your
Have you
Dragon.
met this one? Good luck controlling anything when this one's around.
He's having a heart attack with what I just said.
We're riding Hagrid's first.
We're gonna have to tell him Tinker's Toy Factory is over at Velocicoaster to get over there. Mimi, she's over there riding, Jake.
Yeah, exactly. I can go by myself and ride if you're really gonna go somewhere else. I'll go in the single rider line.
No, because then you'll get upset. I know you. It gets upset over everything.
It's
What does Steel Vengeance airtime feel like? I want to know before I go someday.
okay.
It feels like it's throwing you out of the train.
Can I put it into perspective? Leviathan. I need two hands. Leviathan's lap bar. When this did not help.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Leviathan's lap bar. It's about like this big. Okay.
Okay.
An RMC lap bar is about this big.
Okay.
So when you're sitting in the seat, Leviathan, when you have airtime or any B&M really, the weight of you going up is spread out through your entire leg because of how big the lap bar is. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just bigger. And then the RMC lap bar is about this big. So when you go up, it does have more force going up, but you are on a smaller part of your leg, so it feels even more like it's ejecting you more because it's just a smaller part of your leg instead of the whole leg. Does that make sense?
Must be nice to be skinny.
Because then the more weight you have feeling going up, and the tighter and more air. So, for example, someone like Brendan would have the feeling of airtime being even stronger.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Because it's not spread out as much.
Because the only thing I feel is that thing digging into my my
'Cause
little
they have to
thigh.
push it down.
I know, and then I'm like, I literally put my like hand in between the restraint and my thigh to protect it, the whole ride, and then I just scream. But the best way to describe Steel Vengeance from me, a bigger person, is I went to a bar and those mechanical bowls, I accidentally sat down on a mechanical bowl and it's going crazy. It broke. The mechanical bowl broke and you're trying to survive.
What Chris
What did Chris say? I can't see it. Oh, your thighs are little. Wait, did I say my thighs are little? I meant. What would you name the next coaster in Wonderland? Oh, my niece is calling my name. I can't ignore her. Oh, okay, guys, take over. My niece is.
Okay.
Watch the mouse cable.
I'm coming.
Guys, more questions, please. Vortex is the best ride at Canada's Wonderland. Guys, please don't. That's not true.
Let's not start that. Do you think Alpine Fury will have any special events or advertisements like a media day?
Yes, 100%. I think it'll have, just like Top Thrill Suited, it'll have multiple season pass holder preview days.
Yeah, multiple media days.
But that's just a
multiple-
guess. I don't know anything.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did.
Yeah, 100%. Would not. Jacob says Vortex is the best. I don't agree.
That's not what he said yesterday.
Oh, don't look at me. Oh, you gave me the broken mic.
Favorite park?
Favorite park? You go first.
Universal Studios Orlando, the entire park. Islands of Adventure, Volcano Bay, Universal, that entire place.
You didn't tell me there were funny comments. How did you accidentally sit in a mechanical ball?
SeaWorld Orlando.
That's a really good
It
It
park.
has the
Jake,
best
hear you.
B&Ms.
Wait, so you guys can hear Jake on his mic, right? On my mic. So we have this debate in the group whose mic is better. This is my mic. Oh, right there. This is Jake's mic. Which mic can you guys hear better?
R.I.P. Brendan's mic.
Yeah.
What do you mean R.I.P.?
I wonder if it's the cord.
It's great. It's pink. I ordered a pink mic.
Turn the mic sideways like this.
Jake's mic is pure trash.
Literally.
Wow.
Okay. Can you guys explain how to use the mic better? Can we have Jake?
Because it goes straight down like this. It should be like this.
Y'all need mic stands. We have them, but you like. if
Because
we-
the desk is so far away.
Yeah, we have the desk pretty far away. I can't. Jake's mic is not on.
It is. Talk.
Hello. Oh, I can see it lighting up over
Yeah.
there. Yeah. You know what we almost need to do? Maybe next time put yours into line 3 and 4 and up yours.
Yeah.
So it's not the same setting.
You're
That's
right.
what we'll do next time. Or we'll just use Craig's mic.
You just disconnected.
what?
The internet is gone. Oh, it's back. The
That's the
internet.
first time that's happened.
Yeah. Sorry for the disconnection.
We can't hear Brendan that well.
Talk.
Can you guys hear me well now?
All right. Any final questions before we finish this? Kaden.
Talk into the circle, not the edge. Oh,
Yes, Jake.
hello? Ew, you did that too. Can you have your mic back? Thank
Ooh,
you.
This will upset Brendan. A B&M surf coaster will go to Canada's Wonderland before
Oh
an
my
extreme
goodness, I want a
spinner.
surf coaster.
Wait, that's a real thing? I thought that was trolling. They're retheming the rock and roll roller coaster to the Muppets?
Yeah.
That's real?
From everything I've seen, yeah. Because they're getting rid of their Muppet thing, and then they're getting rid of Aerosmith because they lost the license.
No. Disney. Give me a second. This is now my podcast.
It was yours to begin with.
Disney. That's real. Are you sure it's real?
They're getting rid of their Muppets ride, and they need to retheme Rock and Roller Coaster because they lost the licensing to Aerosmith.
So
So from everything everyone has heard, it's getting rethemed to the Muppets.
you're taking. How do you theme a launch coaster to the Muppets? How do the Muppets talk?
camera.
How do the Muppets talk? How do the
Miss
Muppets
Piggy's
talk?
Magical Run.
This is how it should be. Brendan should take up half the screen, and me and Kaden are just in the back.
No, but seriously, can someone explain the storyline? Like, Miss Piggy is on her adventure to get, I don't know, or like Kermit the Frog. What are you doing? Like, no, seriously, what do you? Someone explain what could the possible storyline be for a Muppets on Rock and Roll Roller Coaster? They could have done anything. They could have done anything. You know how many IPs they have? You could have done like Agatha's Little Adventure or something like that.
They
We
could have
wa-
done Star Wars.
They have enough of that. They have enough of that.
And Universal has enough Harry Potter, but
No,
there
they
they go
do
adding
not.
another one.
We're gonna get a third theme park. Watch. The Muppets band is called the Electric Mayhem, which is a great name for. Ain't nobody in here defending the Muppets rebrand of the Rock and Roller Coaster. That is a bot that Disney paid to be in here. I guarantee it. No, I'm kidding. By the way.
Brendan, you can roll back just like you did on Dragster.
Oh, can I? I'm not gonna like murder anyone.
Not yet.
Okay, 1 sec. Oh my God, it's a lot for me to roll back.
It wasn't a lot for Dragster.
Okay, final questions. Final questions.
Okay, yeah. They're hungry.
Muppets is better than Harry Potter. Fight me.
No, absolutely not.
The only reason I say no is because I want to ride Hagrid's.
What are some unique features of Alpen Fury that set it apart from other rides at the park?
Its smoothness, its launch, its amount of inversions, its amount of trains.
It's Mr. Twister. And he's right. Good
What's
opinions.
he saying?
You could never have enough Harry Potter. Accurate.
We only have one Jurassic Park area. We need a second.
No one asked for Jurassic Park.
And no one asked for
The
Ministry
only
of
Jurassic
Magic.
Park ride I want is the girl running in high heels away from the T-Rex. I'll ride that ride any
Brendan,
day.
You know what's happening right now?
What?
The Eras Tour.
There's-
Guys, who went to the Eras Tour? I want to know.
He's trying to trigger me.
Because Brendan didn't.
Jake, grow up and watch Harry Potter.
Who said that?
Coaster Bay.
Why are you scared of? He's gonna come see Wicket with us, but he won't go see Harry Potter.
Okay, it's just scary. The animals.
It's not scary.
The unicorns?
You literally have Hermione Granger going, "Look, Guardium Leviosa," and then that's
And
it.
then there's a big flash on the screen.
And a spider, and then they kill the spider, and everything's
It's
good.
just scary.
Okay, and do you want me to spoil it for you?
No,
So you're gonna watch it?
no. Did anybody go to the Eras tour?
Stop it. If any of you say yes, I want you out of here right now.
Spam yes in the
No,
chat.
leave the chat. Look, we're losing viewers because now we're talking about the
Me,
Eras
but
tour.
no in Canada. Not
Thank
in
you.
Canada.
Thanks for your broadcast. Thank you.
All right. Any final questions?
I just like Taylor Swift. Your opinion does not matter. Your opinion does not matter.
You see how many Taylor Swift stories Brendan posts on his Instagram?
I
By
literally-
the way, go follow it. Instagram is Amusement Insiders plural.
I just got here and now I must leave.
Taylor Swift roller coaster. Imagine.
I would, if it's the first person, can you imagine a Dollywood but Taylor Swift themed? Oh my god, like the 2020. Oh my god, I just think about it. Like,
Imagine like
look at
Rip
what you
Ride
made me
Rocket.
do. Yeah, like
Rip
Rip
Ride
Ride
Rocket. You
Rocket.
could choose the Taylor Swift song.
Personally, I would go to that park.
I would totally. I like it's yeah.
Girl, no.
Taylor Swift re-theme of Rock and Roller Coaster.
Rebuild of Rock and Roller Coaster.
Do that little dance again, Brendan. Don't touch Dolly. No, I don't want Dollywood to turn into Taylor Swift, bro. I just want another theme park themed to Taylor Swift. Come on, you guys are telling me you wouldn't ride like a Look What You Made Me Do,
Look.
Kanye West themed roller coaster, like.
Coaster.
Have you seen how little she sings at her concert? We need to end the
She's
stream.
singing right now.
I'm gonna lose viewers just by telling them.
Look, you're already going down.
She literally sings.
Alpine Swift.
Alpin Swift.
Taylor's Fury.
Taylor's Fury. That's me right now. When is Wild Beast getting themed?
RMC.
Has a presumed season pass holder preview date? No, not yet.
Not even opening.
Wonderland's usually like one of the last parks too.
Yeah.
Taylor Stryker.
When is Wild Beast getting RMC?
Our next Planet Coaster competition, I'm having them make I'm literally spiting all of you and having you design a Taylor Swift themed coaster.
It has to be the length of a song.
Yes. Yeah.
You dispatch out of the station, the song starts playing. You come back
Yes.
and it ends.
The copyright strikes on this channel would be insane. Okay, I
Okay.
think we've reached the end. We're
Yeah.
talking about Taylor Swift in a roller coaster podcast. That's great. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching Jake get triggered. And thank you for letting Jake know that his mic sucks. And thank you for reminding Jake that Alpin Fury should have 3 trains. If you see him at Wonderland this weekend, make sure to remind him again.
I will be watching Tinker's Toy Factory. Thank you.
On what day?
Sunday.
I hope it's closed. I'm going to rent out Tinker's Toy Factory for the day. Alrighty. Bye. How do I end this from here?
You press end.
Give me a second. This is so embarrassing. Give me a second. It's going to take a bit. Look at this, Jake. This doesn't work.